remember the moment Lyle told me he didn't want me going on the trip. It was a Thursday evening. We were curled up on the couch, sharing a pizza and half watching a crime docuseries. My phone kept buzzing with notifications from the group chat. The girls were finalizing the Miami Airbnb, picking out matching outfits, talking about beachside brunches and late-night parties. I had just laughed at a meme someone sent when he glanced over. "Who all's going again?" he asked casually. I rattled off the names without thinking. Talia, Rach, Alina, Chloe, and Marcus. His head turned toward me slowly. "Marcus? As in your ex, Marcus?" I paused, sensing the temperature in the room change. "Yeah," I replied, trying to sound nonchalant. "He's still friends with Talia's boyfriend, and they invited him. I didn't even know until today." Lyle set his pizza slice down and wiped his hands, even though they weren't messy. "And you're still planning to go?" I sighed. "Lyle, come on. It's a group trip. There'll be like 10 of us. I haven't even talked to Marcus in forever. He's irrelevant." He didn't respond at first, just stared ahead, his jaw twitching slightly. "I don't like it," he said finally. "I don't like the idea of you sharing a house with your ex. It's just weird, disrespectful." I sat up straighter. "So you don't trust me?" "It's not that I don't trust you," he said. "It's that I don't trust the situation. Alcohol, old flings, shared memories. It's not a good look. You know that." I could feel the defensiveness rising in my chest. "So what are you saying? I'm not allowed to go?" "I'm saying I wish you wouldn't." And just like that, the warmth between us vanished. I wish I could say I canceled the trip then and there. I wish I could say I valued his boundaries more than a 4-day vacation. But instead, I justified. I rationalized. I told myself I deserved this trip. I hadn't been anywhere with my friends since college. I'd been loyal to Lyle. One trip didn't make me a bad person. I convinced myself it was fine. When I told the girls about Lyle's reaction, Talia rolled her eyes. "It's a girls' trip. You're not going to Miami to hook up with your ex. You're going to dance, drink margaritas, and post thirst traps." Chloe chimed in. "He's being possessive. Don't let him guilt you out of it." I wanted to believe them. I clung to every sentence that made me feel like I wasn't doing something wrong. The morning I left, Lyle barely spoke to me. He helped me load my suitcase into the Uber, but didn't kiss me goodbye. "Just be safe," he said, his voice distant. "I will," I whispered, but it felt hollow. In the back seat, as the driver pulled away, I looked back through the window and saw him standing there, hands in his hoodie pockets, expression unreadable. I should have felt more torn, more conflicted. But at the time, all I felt was freedom. I was escaping routine, escaping responsibility. And for the first 48 hours, it was exactly what I thought it would be. Mimosas, sunburns, drunk karaoke, late-night food runs. I barely saw Marcus. But then came the third night. We were all getting ready to go out, the kind of chaos that only happens when 6 people are fighting over one mirror. Music blared, outfits flew out of suitcases, perfume clouded the air. I came out of the shower wrapped in a towel when I saw Marcus in the hallway, talking to one of the guys. He looked good. I hated that I noticed, but I did. His beard was fuller than I remembered, his shoulders broader. He glanced up, our eyes met for a second, and he gave me a small smile, the kind that brought back muscle memory of old emotions. I nodded politely and went to the room to change, but something stirred in me. Something I hadn't expected. Later that night, after hours of dancing and tequila shots, a few of us came back early while the others stayed out. The Airbnb was quiet. I was tipsy. Marcus was on the balcony, smoking. I joined him without thinking. He handed me the second half of his drink. We sat in silence for a while, watching the cars below. "You look good," he said finally. I laughed awkwardly. "You always say that." Because it's always true. I rolled my eyes, but I didn't move away. You and Lyle serious? He asked. Yeah, been over a year now. He nodded. He's lucky. I stared at my hands. My heart was beating faster than I wanted to admit. Don't do that, I whispered. Do what? Say things you shouldn't. You know I have a boyfriend. He leaned back. I'm not trying to ruin anything, just saying what I feel. And then, silence. A long, dangerous silence. He reached for my hand, and I didn't pull away. It was one kiss. That's what I told myself. One drunken, stupid kiss on a balcony with someone I hadn't thought about in years. I pulled away quickly, muttering something about needing air, and went to bed with my heart pounding in my throat. The next morning, I couldn't look him in the eye. I avoided him, avoided everyone. The guilt had settled into my stomach like a brick. I didn't cheat. Not really. Not technically. Right? When I got back home, Lyle didn't greet me at the door. I found him in the kitchen, arms crossed, face hard. How was the trip? He asked. Fun, I said cautiously. Relaxing. He nodded once. You sleep with him? I froze. What? Marcus, did you sleep with him? No, I snapped. Of course not. He stared at me, expression unreadable. Did you kiss him? My throat went dry. I said nothing. And that silence said everything. Lyle walked out that night. No yelling, no accusations. Just pain. Thick, quiet, and devastating. I called him the next day. And the next. Left long messages filled with apologies, explanations, promises. He didn't respond. I tried to convince myself it wasn't that bad. It was a mistake. It didn't mean anything. But I knew better. Because it wasn't just the kiss. It was the lie. The betrayal of trust. The decision to go in the first place when I knew it made him uncomfortable. It was choosing myself over our relationship. Weeks passed. Then months. I heard from Chloe that Lyle was seeing someone new, someone calm, someone safe. She didn't take reckless trips with exes. And me? I haven't gone on a vacation since. I still scroll through our old photos sometimes, wondering what would have happened if I'd said no to that trip. If I had just stayed home. If I had chosen him.